week, Vitacost in Davidson County announced it would expand, putting an additional 200 people back to work. American Express said it could bring 100 jobs to the area. Some applicants, though, might be worried about one thing on their resume, and that's their age. Our career expert, Randy Wood, here to talk more about that. Good morning.
Good morning.
Should you hide your age on your resume?
Well, the answer is it depends.
Okay.
Generally, the answer would be yes. I mean, let's face it, when you get to be our age...
Speak for yourself, mister.
Right.
Okay.
I don't see any gray hair here.
Yeah, well, I'm getting it for you.
Yeah, there's a challenge, especially in a tight job market. And one of the common themes I hear at our workshops and with clients is they're concerned about, are they getting screened out needlessly based on their resume? Exactly.
Okay.
Now, it's one thing when you're face-to-face, you can't hide the lines, that kind of thing. So, but in terms of the process leading up to the interview, there are some things you can do on your resume, and then there's some things we can talk about when you're actually face-to-face with somebody to help show youth and excitement, that kind of thing. But probably the most obvious thing, and I would assume most people know, is anymore, for the most part, you can leave your date off the education.
Okay.
I graduated from college in 1982. Now, would I put that on my resume? No way. I wouldn't do it. So that's one. That's the most obvious one. But secondly, you begin to look at how much and how far back do you really want to go with all of your jobs. And at some point you say, you know what, it really doesn't much matter what I did, let's say in 1990, 93, 94. It doesn't matter as it relates to my job today.
Okay.
And so what you might want to consider doing is taking an arbitrary line and just saying, okay, I'm going to go back to, let's say, maybe 1995, maybe 98, something like that. And then anything below that, just drop it with one caveat. Caveat is this. If I'm looking at a resume and I see your first job, your farthest back job is Vice President of Operations.
That's a tough starting job, isn't it?
I kind of wonder, you know, did your dad own the company? I mean, outside of that, I've got to wonder, okay, what's this guy hiding? So you want to show some kind of progression. You may even put something on the resume that says prior experience, and then list the company and the job title, and maybe a line about the duties, and just combine that and not put the years that you did those, but at least show progression from entry level on up.
Is it being deceptive if you leave things off your resume? What you're saying is, I'm putting together a resume as an advertisement for myself.
Right.
And some people would say, well, I think I'm obligated to put everything on there. And then you're saying that's not so.
Well, two schools of thought on that. Me personally, no. Now, I don't want to invent something I never did.
Sure, you would never do that.
That's the line that you don't
lie,
cross.
anything like that. But you're saying put your best foot forward, your best face forward.
I agree. I mean, it's the same thing. Gosh, anytime a product is being marketed, you don't tell everything about how a product is made. You show the benefits, the features, that sort of thing. Same thing with a job hunt. And to carry it one step further, on LinkedIn, there's an opportunity to put a photo on there. Do put a photo. When people don't put a photo, you kind of wonder either they don't know how,
What do they look like?
or what are they hiding.
Right.
And then there's the part about the actual interview itself and how to come across maybe as youthful, more excited, and that sort of thing. So there's some ways you can do that.
I'll tell you, it's a real question a lot of people are dealing with. Are we keeping you up, Randy? Are you excused?
I'm sorry.
Sorry to interrupt.
I didn't get a lot of sleep last night.
What are you doing? You're yawning in the middle of an interview here.
Well, here again, get a good night's rest. Easy for me to say, but what it shows is excitement, enthusiasm.
I thought you were just bored with me.
If you show up and you sit back like this and you look like your clothing came out of the 1980s, that's a problem. So ask good questions, show up, be enthusiastic, keep your cell phone. We talked about that before it came on. Keep your cell phone down. But just a lot of things. Sit up, that sort of thing. Ask questions. That can show enthusiasm. And some people do color their hair.
Really?
They do.
Mine's blonde, so that's no big deal.
Is this it's color TV, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Thanks,
Just
Randy.
checking. Appreciate it.
Thanks for reminding me. Thank you very much, Randy. Randy, by the way,
won't be
offers
back.
a free Get Hired workshop every Thursday at noon. Maybe I should go. Workshop is held in his office, 3540 Clemens Road, Suite 105 in Clemens. Seating is limited. Make sure you give him a call and sign up. That number 793-8040.